Emmanuel, God is with us. Emmanuel, God is with us. I just want to remind you, this is how I plant parsnips. This little bird is my hired help, and she works for seed, she works for caterpillars, and she works for worms. My garden's got plenty of those things. This is how I planted parsnips and rocks. It's the only way you can. So I peeled my parsnips, just rough peeled them because, you know, my parsnips grow in rocks, so they get bruises and stuff from that. And if any of the little ones that I picked, I didn't feel I needed to peel as much, so that one's not peeled. But if they pushed through the rocks and got big, I did a little peeling, and I'm going to now chop them up so that I can make a couple of dishes. Okay, so we'll just chop them up. Oh my goodness, the fragrance of my homegrown parsnips is just, it smells like perfume. I didn't know parsnips smell like perfume. They don't smell that way to me in the winter time, but this is the summertime. I waited to harvest them. And a tip, if you harvest your parsnips in the summertime, they are not as sweet, but they are easier for most people to harvest. And the thing about it is, you just put them in the refrigerator for a week or two, and they sweeten up. The refrigerator gives them that chill factor. But like I said, the first year, growing them in rocks, none of them were edible. And I grew them in the same space 2 years in a row. Second year, I got some really big ones out there that I'm letting flower. This one forked a little bit, but it's still edible. It's not woody. It's not stringy. Good food. Okay. Maybe I won't, because this one is big and it's easy to chop. So maybe that one, I'll just put that in compost. Maybe that one was about the flower and I didn't know it. Yeah, this one's nice. Hopefully next year's will be great. I'm going to add to my seed stock. I got some Harrisford seed stock that I'm going to try to add to the parsnips. That, you know, when they flower, parsnips are a weed. So when they flower, they will deposit their seed all over the place. This is how things happen, guys. Somebody's got to try. Somebody's got to come up with a variation. Maybe one day you'll look in a seed catalog and you'll see the perfect parsnip for growing in rocks, and you won't laugh. So, it's all ready for my stew. Got half of the root out, so my parsnips did get the whole 12 inches in the rocks. So my potatoes that I have already half peeled. I don't like to take all the peeling because I'm told it has the vitamins in it. And if you just eat the inside, what you're really doing is eating the part that's not good for you. And when you know it, that's what we all eat, right? So I try to leave some peel on. So that's why you're seeing some that are peeled and some are not. You know? These are russet potatoes, I think. You know, buying stuff during this quarantine, you don't always know what you're getting. Yes, Jesus. Yes, yes to your will. Yes to your wonderful way. Oh, Jesus, I say yes, 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 yes. people aren't going to be surprised because they're probably going to think those parsnips are carrots. And then they're going to bite into them and they're like, oh, that's different. Yes. 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 Yes to your wonderful work. Yes to your wonderful way. Yeah, I'm gonna double rinse these because you know I can't be too quick. Now let's just kind of rough cut this zucchini. I love squash in stew. Something I discovered late in life. It gives another texture to the stew. I like these squash that I don't consider to have a whole lot of flavor, more bland, take on the flavor of the food versus something with a strong flavor. So we got some nice vegetables there for our stew. Got half a onion here. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to be all slick and everything. But I wanted to dice it, but I'm not going to go through all that now. Ooh, my eyes are tearing up. It's got a good amount of sulfur in there. That's good. I forgot to crush it. I think they say crushed garlic has more flavor. There we go. Okay. Woo. Let's get cooking. Put some spices on my beef. I think I have about a pound. And I'm going to put a little oil in there. You know, we need a little oil in the pot. Okay. I'm using my favorite wooden spoon, you can tell. And I have put some spices on this meat. And I'm just browning it before we make the stew. This is stew meat I got from Aldi. And I have this on high heat because I'm browning. So this is going to be boiled for a long, long time. So don't feel like, if you don't feel comfortable braising your meat, you don't have to. Okay? See how it's getting that little brown on there? Now I'm going to take a little flour here and kind of create a roux. I'm going to get that flour going. Oh yeah, lovely, lovely. Since this will have a chance to cook for a long time in the stew pot, you don't really have to worry about, oh, am I getting it right? Is my roux okay? It'll be fine. So now I got my onions and garlic that I've added. And I am letting them caramelize in the bottom of the pan on this heat. You want to do this quickly. This is just to give your food more flavor as it slow cooks. Yeah. And the brown flour is now coating the onions too. Looking good, looking good. I'll add another tablespoon of oil. Make sure everybody can get their fry on. I'm not sure if I have enough flour. It can't hurt anything. Nice. You're not trying to cook this meat done. It will cook while the stew is cooking. Now we're adding our parsnips and our potatoes. And we've reduced the flame because we don't need all that for this. Just an easy way to get your flavor in there. Oh, it's already looking good. That brown stew, gonna be right. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Adding a cup of ragu chunky sauce. You could use any kind of tomatoes. I use tomatoes interchangeably. And now I'm gonna add my water. Any tomatoes you like to use. And I'm going to fill this pot with water. And then you let this simmer on a slow temperature for a couple of hours, or if you're cleaning and cooking, then you let it simmer all day. It's no big deal. And when it's dinner time, you eat it. You can make this in a slow cooker just as well. As the stew's been cooking for a while, I'm adding in the zucchini, some sweet potato, and some celery stalk, and other greens that I had in the garden. You know, whatever you like to use. This is a summer stew. In a winter stew, you would leave out the green vegetables and the summer vegetables, of course. But in a summer stew, you can have your stew taste a little bit different by not just having to use root vegetables. A winter stew is root vegetables. So if you're coming over here, find out how to make a winter stew, you just don't have any summer vegetables or green vegetables in your winter stew. But in a summer stew, these green vegetables are going to give you a lot more vitamins and minerals and diversity and improve your immune system. And they make the stew look pretty. You've got all your vegetables in there. Add some water so that you can simmer. And these summer vegetables will cook down into the stew and oftentimes become part of the gravy. We're going to put our lid on it and just let her slow simmer until dinner is served. And right before you serve it, you know, like 20 minutes before you feel like you're finished simmering, check it for your salt and pepper so that you have it just the way you like it. Okay. Let's see what we got. See, I have a 20 by 20 garden. I have 100 or 200 parsnips, and I share with you my technique. And next summer, you can make this stew. It would be impossible for me to plant parsnips in the rocks and get them in spots where they would grow. It'd be next to impossible. But that little bird can do it. Jesus loves you, and I love you with all the Jesus in me. Be blessed, beautiful.